Alright football fans, welcome to the craziest transfer window finale we've seen in years. United's £47 million keeper is getting benched for League Two howlers. Liverpool are ready to swap Joe Gomez for Palace's defensive rock Marc Guehi, and City. They're juggling Rodrygo, Savinho and Donnarumma like it's a circus act. 3 giants, 3 sagas, 1 question: who pulls it off and who collapses in chaos? Let's break it down. Hit like, smash subscribe, and let's go. Alright Liverpool fans, grab your popcorn because this transfer drama is getting juicy. So, picture this. Joe Gomez, once seen as Liverpool's next big defensive rock, is now basically sitting in the could-be-available section of Arne Slot's squad list. Why? Because the Reds are cooking up a deal for Crystal Palace's Marc Guehi, and if that gets across the line, Gomez could be packing his bags for Italy. Yep, FABRIZIO Romano dropped the bombshell. AC Milan have sent an official bid for Gomez. We're talking permanent transfer, not a cheeky loan. And Liverpool? They're willing to let him go, but only if they secure Guehi first. Basically, it's a straight swap of vibes: Guehi in, Gomez out. Now, Palace aren't exactly rolling over here. They already turned down Liverpool's £35 million offer, demanding closer to £40 million plus add-ons and a sell-on clause. They know Guehi has less than a year left on his deal, but they're still playing hardball, because why not rinse every penny out of a Premier League rival desperate for a defender? Classic. Meanwhile, Palace boss Oliver Glasner is basically stamping his feet, saying, "No chance. It's Friday, the window shuts Monday, and I can't just pluck a Premier League-ready centre-back out of thin air." Fair point, to be honest, but also, when a player like Guehi wants a move, history tells us it usually happens. Here's the kicker. Palace chairman Steve Parish has already admitted Guehi probably won't sign a new deal. So unless they cash in now, they risk losing him for free. Which, let's be real, is footballing malpractice in 2025. And then you've got AC Milan lurking, sniffing around Gomez like a Serie A bargain hunter. To them, Gomez is still a versatile defender with Champions League experience, someone who fits their system. And let's not pretend playing at the San Siro isn't an upgrade in vibes for a player who's been stuck as Liverpool's 5th choice centre-back. So, what happens next? Liverpool are trying to juggle it all. Sign Guehi, offload Gomez, keep their shiny summer rebuild rolling. Palace are digging in their heels but staring down the risk of losing their best centre-back for nothing in 12 months. And Milan? They're just waiting with a glass of wine, hoping the dominoes fall their way. Bottom line, if Guehi walks through the doors at Anfield, don't be surprised if Gomez is posing in red and black stripes by next week. Stay tuned, because this is transfer chaos at its finest. Alright United fans, buckle up, because this goalkeeper saga just hit peak drama. So you remember when Andre Onana was supposed to be the guy? The diamond Erik ten Hag brought in, the £47 million man, the one who'd finally banished the David De Gea era. Yeah. Well, fast forward to now, and Onana's basically the club's cupkeeper. Cupkeeper! He's behind Altay Bayindir in the Premier League pecking order, and when he did get a shot midweek, he made 2 howlers and got dumped out of the Carabao Cup by League Two Grimsby Town. Grimsby! You couldn't write this. And United? They've had enough. Enter Emiliano Martínez. Yep, the World Cup winner, Argentina's penalty monster, the king of shithousery himself. FABRIZIO Romano says United have already agreed personal terms with Debu, and they've now approached Aston Villa about making it happen. Talks? Well, underway. Now, here's the twist: if Martínez goes, Villa are scrambling for a replacement. Who's on their radar? Senne Lammens from Royal Antwerp. Formal approach already made. Oh, and just to spice things up, Porto's Diogo Costa is also in the mix. Basically, Villa are hedging their bets in case United steal their number 1. Meanwhile, Gary Neville's been on his soapbox again, and honestly, he's not wrong. He says United have to fix this goalkeeper mess, because without a dominant number 1, the whole squad gets shaky. He compared it to the post-Schmeichel, pre-Van der Sar wilderness years when United cycled through keepers like they were Tinder dates. No consistency, no confidence, just chaos. And look, he's got a point. Martinez? He's a character, a big personality. A man who thrives under pressure. Same with Donnarumma, another name United have flirted with. These aren't just good keepers, they're winners, they're arrogant in the best way, and United need that arrogance. Because right now, when Onana flaps at a cross, Old Trafford groans. 72,000 people sucking in air, defenders panicking, anxiety spreading like wildfire. That's not sustainable. So yeah, the next hours could be season-defining. Will United land Martinez? Will Villa snatch Lammens? Or will this whole saga collapse in spectacular fashion like Onana at Grimsby? Stay tuned. Alright City fans, let's talk about the transfer saga that just refuses to die. Rodrygo to Manchester City. All summer long, Pep's boys have Berenice sniffing around the Real Madrid winger. The whispers got louder when Rodrygo was benched for Madrid's La Liga opener cue the "he's on his way to England" conspiracy theories. But fast forward a few weeks, he's back in the starting 11, scoring, assisting and looking pretty comfortable at the Bernabeu. So what's the catch? According to insider Pete O'Rourke, this deal is basically mission impossible unless two things happen. Madrid demand a monster fee and City would need to offload one of their own shiny wingers first. And who's the man in the middle of it all? Savinho. Now here's the problem. City don't want to sell him. Tottenham, on the other hand, are basically camping outside Savinho's house with flowers and chocolates. The Brazilian winger apparently fancies the move to Spurs, but City are playing hard to get, insisting he's not for sale. And here's where it gets messy. City can't buy Rodrygo without selling Savinho. But they won't sell Savinho unless they're sure Rodrygo will join. Yep, it's full chicken and egg territory at the Etihad. Meanwhile, Spurs, tired of waiting around like the mate who never gets picked up for five-a-side, are now eyeing Atalanta's Ademola Lookman as plan B. Which, let's be honest, feels very "your crush said no, so you text your ex." And while all this is going on, City have another headache. They're still trying to sign Donnarumma from PSG, but the Italian giant wants £500 Kelvin per week, £500,000 every week. Even City, with all their oil money memes, are apparently saying, "Nah mate, that's too much." Oh, and as if that wasn't enough chaos, reports popped up that City want Trent Alexander-Arnold back in the Premier League. Real Madrid quickly laughed those off, saying Trent's not going anywhere and that competition with Dani Carvajal will only make both better. So where does that leave Rodrygo? Honestly, stuck. He's happy at Madrid as long as he's getting minutes. Madrid aren't desperate to sell, and City don't want to sacrifice Savinho unless they're absolutely sure. Translation: this saga is probably going nowhere fast. But if you're Rodrygo, the question is simple. Do you stay a star in Spain with the world's biggest club, or roll the dice in Manchester, battling with Foden, Doku, and Savinho, if he stays for minutes, in Pep's rotation circus? Either way, grab your popcorn because this one's going down to the wire. And there you have it, pure transfer chaos. But you know how this game goes. The window never sleeps and the drama's only getting messier. So, what do you think? Will United land Martinez, Liverpool pull off the Guehi deal, or City somehow convince Madrid to part with Rodrygo? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm reading all of them. If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, smash subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next twist in this saga. Trust me, the next episode of Transfer Madness is just around the corner. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned.